Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the WPGN studios. We got lots of fine folks here today. Let's run through this before we jump in. We got first and foremost Moxie Cat. It is now time for Egg. Bearglyph, aka and hitting up the concession stand for some coffee, which is what we're going to be doing first. Once we get things rolling. And let's do this, start with the stream schedule, where today we're going to be cooking eggs and coffee and who knows what else. All right, now let's head on over to the weather report with me, Birch Twigs. Today we are going to be looking at Winlock, Washington, and you'll find out why in just a second. Today in Winlock, it is 5 degrees Celsius, 41 Fahrenheit. Tonight, getting down to -7 Celsius, 19 Fahrenheit. A little chilly, but not too bad. Not as bad as what some folks are feeling out east. Mostly sunny for today with a high of humidity of like in the 90%. Tomorrow, a little bit cooler, a little bit, 4 degrees Celsius for your high, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. With lows only getting down to -5, no problem. Cool and cloudy with a little bit of lower humidity at 70%. And then looking at your week ahead, you're definitely going to be warming up with 9 degrees Celsius, 49 Fahrenheit. And lows only getting down to 4 degrees Celsius, 40 Fahrenheit. Mostly cloudy, with rain looking like it's going to be rolling in Wednesday night and then continuing Thursday and Friday. Now, why Winlock, Washington? Well, it's quite simple, you see. It's the home of the world's largest egg. And that's the only reason. But you know what? That's a good enough reason for me. I couldn't see chat during that, but we actually have a hype train. Treasure train? Uh-oh. Well, what's a treasure train? I'll put on my hype train music. I don't have treasure train music. A rare kind of hype train. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yo, dude! Great and Powerful Boo also gifting a sub to Ari Boops. Beep! Welcome. Hello again, Ari. I know you were here earlier. We are now at a level 2 treasure train. Whatever that may be. Yo, dude! All aboard the treasure train. This my computer is currently set up like in my kitchen. It's not over my sink like last time I did. Oh, that was a double.
Yo, dude!
We need more doors. Guys, do we need more doors? Is that what's happening here? Do we need more doors? Yeah, enjoy those emotes, everyone who has gotten them. Me, Lumpy.
More doors. There's a door. Yippee!
We can drop some doors.
Hello, door.
Hello, door. You want to do something in a voice call real quick? Treasure train. Welcome in, Glocky.
You what?
Thank you so much, Lumpy, with your own kazoo.
Oh my god. Wow. That.
And popping in for a second. I can barely keep up. Moxie Cat with another 75 bits.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait. We got We gotta go back to the
Okay,
hype
that's all I
train
wanted
music.
to do. Happy 200, bestie.
Cheers, bestie. Oh gosh. More like Yo Kazoo. Yeah, there you go. It is a wild start to the stream, and we are 85% of the way. Oh, I'm sorry. I spoke too soon. Yo, dude! Holy moly. Man, who would have thought that this is how a cooking stream would have started with 0 cooking so far? I'm looking over. I got my coffee ready to make. I got my eggs in a bowl. Woo. All right, we have 3 more minutes on this level 6 hype train. We are so ready. Ooh, Flutterstay putting in a interview question. Perfect for the talk show room. How does it feel with this treasure train? It is both a mystery and a thrill, and something in between. But really, it's wonderful, and it warms my heart, and just I am grinning ear to ear and then some. Not unlike the humble egg. Confused yet thrilled. So real quickly, while we have a few more minutes, you see this camera here in the corner? This camera here? This is going to be the camera that we are using for today's stream. I have a second camera set up. It's ready to go. It is currently locked in on these eggs. Ooh, Ari Boops and Mike maximizing the legal allowed egg bug per minute. That's a real camera that exists and is awesome. Exactly. And MoxieCat is going to be operating said camera live. So ideally, you won't see my face. But if anyone sees my face, just ignore it. None of you saw my face. Egg bug power cannot be contained. Also, 30 seconds left on this level 6 treasure train. I'll wipe my memory the moment I see your face. Yeah, I don't think we should have some issues. We did some practice runs. No promises that I'll be able to see all of stream. Face reveal? Nope, didn't happen. That isn't Birch, that's someone else. You got the Men in Black pin ready just in case. Oh goodness. All right, and with that, we are ending our treasure train. Holy moly. Whew. Thank you all so much for such a remarkable start to this stream. I think we're just about ready. So I'm going to get a thumbs up from my executive producer. Are we ready? All right. Oh, well, we got an interview question. Well, shoot. Long-time friend, first-time caller. How does it feel to be ready to crack some eggs? Well, if I'm being completely honest here, I would say it feels a little bit like and somewhere between. Yeah, I'd say that feels about right. Either way, it seems like we're ready, so I'm going to get up. I'm going to adjust my monitor, and we are going to the egg room, where we are going to start with actually some coffee. There we go. Welcome to the eggiest room in the room. We have a little bit less. We like I said, we do have a second camera which is focused on eggs right now. We're trying to focus on eggs. It is pulsating. Gotta have coffee time? Absolutely. We're going to be making some espresso, in fact. It's a camera. It's like the camera. It's in the 80s. Yeah. No, we are flying back in time, and we are recording from the 80s. Real quickly, just so everyone knows, I will only be able to see chat every now and then. So if I miss things, I am really sorry. It is not intentional, I swear. Home video style is in the best possible way. You love the old VHS camera for sure. Yeah, this is a RCA, like, Pro Wonder or something, like, silly. Also, I do have a cooking playlist. So let's get that started. I'll turn it down a little bit. It's a little loud. Oh. Okay, well, for the next
10 minutes, I'm going to be talking to a kazoo. This is totally okay. Everything is okay. Say coffee. Put some lights on. Get a grinder. No. Tasted river coffee. Some can't really just talk to us. Yeah, this is recorded on the real 80s technology. It's kazoo cooking. Here comes the hard bit. Grinding beans.
All right, I think that's enough kazoo time for right now. And as you can see, we got some very fine grain coffee. I don't know how well. There it is. Yeah, coffee. So we are going to weigh out our coffee because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And we are looking for, not kilograms, we got to change the units to grams. We are looking for about 16 grams. Now I'm going to be making 2 coffees today. One will be a cortado for myself, and the other one will be for Moxie. All right, doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be pretty darn close. We have our tamper here. We'll tamp down the coffee, which will create what is known as the puck. And you really cannot tamp it down hard enough. Like, you give it all you got. Your goal is to tamp it down as flat as you can. And you just wipe off a little excess there, that's fine. And there's a ready to go shot of espresso. Well, ready to be poured. We're going to knock out the first shot into our knock box. I have a towel. Yep. Wahoo! Wahoo! Good choice. Coffee scientist Birch Twigs. There's so many boos happening right now. Oh my gosh. Moxie, are you hoping for a latte? Okay. Good choice. Toad says that's a good choice. So we're going to be doing a maple cinnamon latte with real maple syrup. I should have gaffed these so you don't see the actual brands. We're just putting about a tablespoon of maple syrup at the bottom here. Another door.
Another door.
More doors. We need more doors. Do we have another door yet? Yippee. We need more doors. 10 doors have been quest for doors. Quest for quests. Doors. Let's grab quest for doors.
So many doors.
Grab our doors. Quest for doors.
Mango latte. Nacho latte. Oh my god.
Yeah, doors.
Oh, non-binary cat dad, welcome in. Getting some nachos.
Doors.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna kill me.
More doors.
We need more
Let's just plop down a couple doors.
I'm using oat milk.
Let's just plop down.
Here comes my favorite part, which is steaming the milk. Now, I am not a pro when it comes to oat milk, but I just put the very tip of the wand here, which is extremely hot right now, just in the water, very slightly, which will start introducing air. See if I can get it. And this is introducing micro bubbles into the milk, and it's lifting it up. It's what's called stretching the milk. And once it's stretched to a good level, then I tilt the entire thing to the side and give it a good spin. We put it into the spin cycle. Still introducing a little bit more air, but we can go a little deeper to make less air be pushed through. This is the part that involves a lot of concentration. This is the part where I'm really locked in. And I'm just going until it is too hot to hold.
Do we have another door yet?
Which we are just about there. Do we have another door yet? No. There are no more doors. Going to turn that off. Now, your goal is to pour this right in the center of where your espresso is from a good distance. And then as you get closer, you move in. Yeah, this is much flatter than I would want. Because I'm not even going to be able to get any latte art with that. There's what is known as a somewhere between a flat white and a low tide latte. I hate coffee. Can I substitute with tea? Absolutely. We have no. Okay, Moxie says no. Moxie's our executive producer. So if Moxie says no, then unfortunately it is only coffee all the way. But what I am going to make is something that you don't see as often, and that is a cortado. That is my drink of choice. So, oh boy. The thrill, the adrenaline is starting to get to me. We're going to have to grind a few more beans here. So bean ready. So just like before, we're going to weigh out 16 grams of coffee. But that's okay. I can hold on to this as we do. It's okay. We're going to do 2 more shots of espresso, a double shot. As I get another interview question. Does metal versus ceramic burr on the grinder affect the static? That is a really good question. I actually do not know the answer to that. I've only worked with metal grinders, even at like proper, what is it called? Like cafes. I believe they've always been metal. All right, so we have, what you can see is it's almost half the size of this cup. Is that espresso. This is a very tiny cup for very tiny coffees for very big skunks. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more maple and a little oat milk. We don't need nearly as much here because, again, we're only just doing what is known as a cortado, which is equal parts espresso to steamed milk. But other than that, the process is the exact same. That's more milk than I need, but it's easier to steam. It's hard to steam such a small portion of milk. So I've stretched the milk more than enough. So now I'm tilting it to the side, turn on the spin cycle, getting the wand a little further in so it stops introducing air and it can just heat up the milk. So this is like very, very, very hot steam that's being like shot through here. And then once it's too hot to hold, which we're getting there very quickly, takes a few seconds there. And then we're going to go for the pour. I'm just going to do this nice and slow. And there you have it. There's a cortado. This is my drink of choice. It's what I drink not every day because, I mean, obviously it takes a little more work than just, say, a pot of coffee. And then to top it off, we're going to sprinkle on some cinnamon on both of these suckers. Just a little dust in here to make a maple cinnamon latte. And there you have it, folks. You have yourself a cortado and a not super impressive latte, but not too terrible either. And so this is able to retain the flavor of the espresso. That's what this top layer is. It's that still like those bubbles from the espresso just floating up on the top. You are pushing the milk underneath it, and then the bubbles lift it up even higher. So that first sip is very espresso forward. Some of your most, your nicest flavors of espresso. All right, and just in time too, because we got some ads rolling in, and that's going to give both my executive producer Moxie a chance to drink their coffee, as well for us to set up a little bit for the next step, which is the egg sandwiches. Can I get a red eye? You know, it's really funny. I've seen some people I love a red eye, especially when I need it. For those who don't know, that is a double shot of espresso and then topped off with just black coffee. Around here, though, it's also known as a Canadiano versus a Americano, which is espresso and water, hot water, like stuff you'd use for tea. Canadiano, you love that name? Yeah. Everyone get up, stretch, drink some water, make a coffee, do whatever you got to do. We'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Hello, and welcome back to Cooking with Birch. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you are enjoying the show so far. I know I am. We are going to jump into our cutting segment. Well, we're going to move on to the egg segment, really, but I think you get what I'm saying. Okay, we should be good. So yeah, we have our coffee from before. We are now at a top-down view for our camera. It has some focus issues, so very sorry about that. Yeah, so everyone, drink up on your coffee. Oh, that's good. So, with our egg sandwiches, we are obviously going to have eggs. No question about that. We got yellow potato and onion. And all of this is going to be, well, we also have a salami and cheddar cheese. We're going to be making a sauce as well, but more about that later. That'll be one of the last things we do. Channel my inner Julia Childs. Oh, that's easy. Today we're going to be cooking butter. That's right. Butter. It's my one thing I love about Julia Childs is her love for butter. And all of this will be served on a sourdough English muffin. Yo, welcome in, cousin. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the cooking stream, our 200 follower celebration, and you are a part of it. So welcome. And then to cook all this in, I have a medium-sized saucepan with a lid and a very, very tiny pan for the eggs with a lid. I caught it. Don't know how I caught it, but I caught it. Panda's got hands. You're a skunk, yeah. Skunk hands. It's like jazz hands, but better. A cousin hitting up the concession stand for some hot chocolate. That's pretty close to what we're drinking. They're drinking coffee. You can do, with the steam wand, you can do really good hot chocolate as well. So we're going to start with the potato. It's going to take the longest. Normally I do a lot of this stuff all at the same time, one thing just rolling right into the other. But just so because I'm showing you kind of what I do in my system with it, we're going to kind of do it more segmented. So yeah, this is just a yellow potato, and I'm cutting this as absolutely thin as I possibly can. Oop. With the biggest chef knife I have, which honestly is not that big. And I know that my cutting skills are not like pro level by any means, but it gets the job done. And I need, for 2 sandwiches, I need about 6 slices here. Also, there's a camera right where I normally would put my head, so it's kind of really hard to see. So yeah, we got all these nice thin slices of potato. But they need one thing, and that is the fact that they are extremely starchy right now. And so they need to be rinsed off and then patted dry with like a paper towel. So I'm actually going to pass this off to my executive producer. I'm good about not cutting myself. All right, and then we're just going to do a couple half rings of onions. I like onions on just about everything, you know. And we want them relatively thin. All right. So in my larger saucepan, I'm going to put that on high heat. And we're going to add our butter. Again, to channel our Julia Childs. You need lots of butter. Well, this camera is actually mounted to our cupboards. It's mounted to a cutting board, which is coming out of the cupboards. You know, we do things a little interesting. It's not as awful as the last time I did a cooking stream back in June. For that cooking stream, we practically had my computer in the sink. It was, and there was stuff taped to the microwave. You know, we had multiple cameras. Thank you. All right, so Moxie, our executive producer, has come back with our potatoes, rinsed and dried, patted dry, and that is to get the starch off. And that is really important to get these to crisp up exactly how we want it to. Which we're letting our pan heat up. We're letting our butter melt. We're moving a few things out of the way. When it comes to seasonings, obviously, season to taste. I'm a really simple person. I just like salt and pepper. We're just going to do a little bit of salt. This salt shaker doesn't have it come out very fast, which is why it takes a few extra shakes. But we're looking for a pinch of salt on these. And then pepper. And honestly, this is pretty much all the seasoning I will do for these. I'll put a little bit of salt on the eggs themselves, but I like it simple. Obviously, do whatever you want. You want rosemary and garlic, you can do that. It is completely up to you. Showing that red-green level of Canadian integrity. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait, no, actually, I do know what that means. That was a show. All right, we are ready to switch over cameras again here. Whenever my executive producer is ready. You need to be educated? Yes, yeah. Old Bay on everything. We do have Old Bay. We have our skunk there, our other mascot, enjoying some coffee as well. Now let's check on our butter. It is very melted and very ready, very hot, which is exactly what I want for these potatoes, because we are frying these potatoes in butter. And you want them in a single layer, just however they fit. And normally at this point I would cover this all up, but I'll let it be open just for now. But yeah, this is why you want your potatoes to be as thin as they can be. And a mandolin would work great for that. Listen to that sizzle. Ah. So yeah, these are frying up fast and loud. At this point, I'm turning it down to medium heat. Now that essential, or that initial, not essential. Oh man, come on, work with me here. You don't want your potatoes getting stuck together. And once they're about half done is when I add the onions. And again, I like a lot of onion. Moxie doesn't like as much onion. I'm dropping a little bit of onion, and that's okay too. This is, to me, this is when your kitchen starts smelling really good. And we're just getting a light saute on these onions. Again, we're at a pretty high heat. And it's all in butter with the potatoes, a little bit of starch. Come on, separate there. And at this point, I'm going to, now that it's at a lower heat, I'm going to cover it up. Boo! Can I have yours with red pepper? Red pepper is also a really good choice. If you were doing red pepper, I would add it even later than the onion, and I would dice it up very fine, personally. But red pepper is absolutely an option. Alrighty, we're going to switch back over to our other cheese. There will be cheese. There absolutely will be cheese. But first things first, it's time to crack some eggs. You know, we've been talking about this for weeks now, about 2 weeks, a week and a half maybe. Get my eggs out here already. Yeah, it will be a sharp cheddar cheese. So let's crack some eggs. I have a small glass here that is meant for like little cocktails, like drinking whiskey on the rocks or something. But I find it's really good for scrambling up an egg. And we're just doing one egg at a time because these are just tiny little sandwiches. And I want to turn on the other stove, and we're going to add some butter to that. Thank you, my wonderful executive producer, to remind me that I need both things on and going. Just drop some butter in there. Again, we're going to add a little bit of salt in there for the egg, and we're going to add a little bit of milk as well. And that's going to help give this egg volume. And it's really just a dash. And then once I do that, our potatoes really should be done. Just a dash of milk. Whew, with that stove on, it is getting warm in here. And again, you can season this however you want.
Woohoo! I'm the winner!
Wow! Spade, you're the winner. All right. Little fancy pan work there for you. Little action. Use sour cream instead of milk. That's a really good idea. I do... I'm going to separate these. But yeah, so we got them crusting up really nicely. Everything's looking exactly how I want it. And we're going to, for now, turn the heat off, but leave it on the stove. And these potatoes are going to be crispy by the time that we're done with them. And it'll add a really nice texture. Does wonders for the egg. I'll have to keep that in mind. For now, though, we are going to... I'm going to leave that uncovered. We're going to switch over to pan number 2. Always remember to clean as you go, folks. Which I have put a little bit of butter in. Just enough to kind of coat the bottom. And this is a really tiny pan, which is important. Because we're making just the right size sandwiches. These are going to be, again, on English muffins. So we're going to drop that in there. And instantly cover it up and forget about it. So that's just going to do its thing. Just like on its own. All right, from here, this is normally where I start toasting our English muffins. And again, these are sourdough English muffins. You can use whatever you want. Like this is, think about this as like a Bob Ross of cooking, you know? You do whatever flavor, make it as big, as small as you want, add as many trees as you want, and nothing's a mistake. They're just happy little accidents. A little extra salt, well, you can work around that. I always prod my English muffins with a fork to split them up. It's just how I've always done it. So for the egg, I do a medium-high heat. And we're actually going to check on that. It's a very quick cook. Yeah, so it's not quite ready. I didn't really let the pan heat up quite as much as I want. The bottom's starting to cook, but the idea is that we're letting this sucker steam, and we're going to float. But yeah, I have it set right now to high. I will turn it down to probably the 4 out of 5 temperature here shortly. A little bit of impatience has let that to go in early. Egg time. All right, let's drop in our first English muffin. Clink. Give our potatoes a little shake. Those are looking beautifully. And we can actually probably move those to a paper towel at this point, or a plate. Our plates are over there. That's okay. Because we will be using this pan for one more thing. We are not done with the pan. Okay. Oh, our egg is looking good. So we've really puffed up. We added a lot of volume to this. And by tilting the pan and working the spatula, come on now. We're going to flip that egg. And so it's nice and fluffy. Put it back on the heat. put the lid back on it, and forget about it. Forget about it. In the meantime, in the same pan, while it's hot, I'll turn that back on a pretty low temperature for the bigger pan. I'm adding 2 slices of salami for each of our sandwiches. Ooh, surprise! Alrighty. Let's pull those out. Drop the next one in. Our egg is ready, which is perfect. Very fluffed up, almost filling up this entire pan at this point. And we're going to get this right onto that English muffin. And we're going to start our second egg. Ooh, that's hot, hot, hot. Who could have seen that coming? So I'm going to add just a touch more butter. Put that back on the heat, and lightning fast, we're going to crack another egg. Get cracked egg. These are the bad eggs, man. These are the ones I drew last week or earlier this week. I don't remember. Whenever I drew bad eggs. Again, we're mixing it really, really good, scrambling that up. Couple shakers of salt, dash of oat milk, switching back over, spread our butter around, and I kind of mix it as, or keep whisking it as I pour it, because that adds a good amount of air, which is what we want. So this one will cook even faster now that the pan is properly warmed up. In the meantime, let's flip these salamis. These really do not need a lot of time. I mean, you're talking a minute on each side, maybe. Pop. All right. Second, we're doing great. This is all kind of falling together. We can turn off that heat. And let's cut some cheese. Salami. Yeah, scramble that egg. Thank you. So we're just going to move that over for a little bit. I have my hard cheese knife. Always good to use the right tool for the right job. And I'm actually going to go for this narrow slice here. And I'm not trying to get a super thick cut. Just a couple nice thin ones. Again, this is what, like, they make, ooh, that was a really good slice. They make shredders and stuff to get these kind of cuts. But I tend to do things by hand because I'm weird and old-fashioned like that. I'm going to grab our other English muffin. It's important to do all of this while the things are still hot because that's how you get melted cheese. That's all looking good. I'm going to switch the camera back over. Our executive producer is preparing some plates, which is very handy. Because it's time to flip over egg number 2. So again, it's very fluffed up, looking good. Oh, that's looking beautiful. Sit it and forget it. Our salami is done, ready to go. Let's do... So we have our plate. Bottom half of English muffin with the egg and cheese on it. We're going to drop a couple of these potatoes on. Again, lightly seasoned. A couple of these onions, nice and sauteed. And then we're going to finish it off with 2 pieces of our wonderful salami. This is nice spicy salami. And it is not the only source of spice for this meal. No sirree, Bob. You don't like eat your eggs. This looks so exciting to me. Yeah, we try. So here we have a slightly different construction. The cheese is at the bottom, which is fine. The order of operations doesn't matter too much as long as it starts and ends with an English muffin. Put the eggs right on top of there. Layer on some potatoes. And a little extra onion. I love my onion. I tend to like more onion. Moxie likes onion, but not as much as me. So Moxie can have a little extra potato. And then put on our 2 salamis. 1 salami. Scoop. 2 salami. Now you would think that, wow, that's a really good looking sandwich. And it is. And you could stop there. But why? Why stop there when there is one very important part that's left? And that is the secret sauce. Stop making you hungry. So we're going to be making the sauce in this little bowl here. So like any good sauce, the base is going to be mayonnaise. I don't know how well. Oh, there it is. Okay, my bad. So we're going to get, again, oh yeah. We're going to do about a tablespoon and a half. This is for 2 sandwiches. So a decent amount. This is your base. And we'll come back to that. And then my secret ingredient is this chili oil that we got from a food truck. I'll spin it around so you guys can actually see it. My bad. Is it LSD? Nah, I'm sorry. This stuff has quite a bit of heat to it. Really nice oil. And I'm going to grab not the smallest spoon I have, but one of the smallest spoons I have. And I'm going to try to avoid the cords here. Give us a little bit of a mix. There's lots of chili seeds and stuff in this oil. And I'm looking for mainly oil. I don't want a ton of seeds on this one. I use those for other things. And we're talking half of a teaspoon. Like even just like a good couple drops. You are not talking a lot. Like just a little bit there. And then to finish it off, of course, yellow mustard. Let me get this nice and shaken up. Yo, Danish, I missed. Oh yeah, there you are. Enjoy the lurk, Danish. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, mustard. And this is where you can really make it however you want. I don't like a ton of mustard. Moxie likes a lot more mustard than me. So I often find it somewhere in between. And then you're just gonna mix. And you're gonna mix and you're gonna mix and you're gonna mix and you're gonna mix. You're getting all that oil with the mayonnaise until you have one nice uniform color. You're gonna have a couple chunks of the chilies in there. And this stuff is going to have a good amount of heat. Obviously, it depends on your chili oil. Because if you do like Lao Gan Ma, that obviously doesn't have a lot of heat. But yeah, you're looking for good, consistent color. No like bright spots of yellow, no, streaks of white. Just somewhere in between all around. And this is your best breakfast sauce that you could ever make. And I'm just going to give it a very heavy spread onto these English muffins. I'm going to give two couple passes to these. And you can make this in bulk, put it in a jar, put it in something, and then you just have sauce whenever you want it. I normally make it to order. But that's because some days I want it more spicy, and some days I don't want it as spicy. This, I think, is going to be a really good in-between. Oh. I didn't realize we switched over. Oh, you're good. All right, and with that, I'll just put a little bit, might as well just use it all. This stuff is, I swear by this sauce. Making you hungry. It sounds like I'm making a lot of people hungry, and that's okay. So from here, it's as easy as can be. You take your sandwich. You take your top with the sauce on it. And you just plop it right on top. There you go. One sandwich. Steady. Two sandwiches.
You what?
Welcome in, Barb Scale. Thank you so much for the quarter. You what? I need one of those like rotating trays. So there you have it. A simple yet delicious sandwich. Sharp melted cheddar cheese. You have, spicy salami, crunchy potatoes, sauteed onions on a toasted sourdough English muffin with a homemade sauce. And the best part about this is you really can make it as involved or not as involved as you want. You wanna just have an egg on an English muffin? You can do that. Like, you don't need to do it fancy. Now you've been lurking? Okay. And the best part is, like, times are tough. Making this sandwich here is a total of only maybe a couple bucks for each of these sandwiches to make. If you went to at least around here, if you went to like a cafe and got an egg sandwich, you're looking at like $12 for an egg sandwich. So talented. Why, thank you. Yeah, so today we've made 2 different kinds of coffees and a very in-depth and over-the-top sandwich. Will you make you one? Sure. Anyone wants to fly up here to Western Canada, I would be more than happy to make you an egg sandwich and a coffee. You can do it on a croissant. My only thing about a croissant is that they would get soggier faster, I believe. The English muffin, they have a lot of structure to it, Good head pats for your biscuits. Sweet. Buying your ticket now. Yeah. No, you have to buy your ticket to get here. I'm not bringing it to you. There's no delivery. I want to go to Western Canada now. What's the one thing I'm worried about? Or what's the one thing I'm missing? Oh my goodness, brain. Where's the bacon? That's why I use salami. If you want to use bacon, you absolutely can. But I like the salami grilled up in the pan with the butter and potatoes. Flying here just to have my cooking. I mean, I'd say it's worth it. Personally, I like to think I'm a pretty good cook. But yeah, if you want to do bacon, you can do bacon. If you don't want to do potatoes, you want to use hash browns. I mean, that's still potatoes, but you can do that. This is very flexible. This is just how I make it and how I like it. And yeah, I think I'm going to go eat it now. Okay. We're going to actually head back to here. Hello. You know, I had a emergency button made just in case I needed to go to technical difficulties for anything. And I'm really happy to say I didn't need to go to technical difficulties for anything. Giving a big thumbs up to my...
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button, man. Do it.
We need more doors.
Don Beverage wants you to push the Whopper button.
Oh. Grab our doors. Let's just plop down a couple doors.
Another
Back
door.
to doors.
Another door.
Yippee. Quest for doors. There's a door. Yippee.
Close.
More doors.
Close the doors. Doors.
Door.
Another door.
Let's grab our doors.
So, before I go, there's one thing I do want to do. Oh, wait a minute. Oop, I didn't see that.
Written if this is going to be difficult. Yeah, if it's okay, it's an inconvenience. See, you can keep going. Maybe it's it. Did you see what? Maybe, it is it. You are such a great audience, and I hope that we continue to have fun. Hey, that's exciting! Congratulations!
Oh, we have fun here. We have fun here. But yeah, no, there's one last thing that I would like to do before we head out, before we end stream. I mean, we haven't even been live for 2 hours. Crow getting your ticket counted as well. And hitting up the concession stand for a dill pickle. I do not recommend adding pickles to the sandwiches. Yesterday when I did a practice run of these, I have a confession. Yesterday when I did a practice run of this, I added cucumber because I thought it would add a nice crunch and some freshness, and it was one of the worst ideas I have ever done. We can show you what we were doing. transition over. There we go. We made a egg sandwich and some coffee. Get Moxie Cat on the camera there. Face revealed. In a way, I suppose. But yeah, Moxie's on the camera. Making brekkie, yeah. So this is what we were doing as a celebration for our 200 followers. At 50, we cooked chili and banana bread. This, by the way, being recorded on an RCA Pro Wonder camcorder. Very, very fun camera. Yeah, it turned out really well. Moxie getting all those good angles. It was a lot of fun. This was one of the most fun streams that we've done. That skunk plush is just looking over there like, I need this. I have to wait, but I'm going to eat this sandwich. Thank you for showing the stream. It was fun listening. Yeah, no, always good to have you, Corbo. Runny egg sandwiches are underrated. So this one is not a runny egg sandwich. I do love a runny egg sandwich. This is scrambled eggs with salami, fried potatoes, onions, and a homemade sauce. Oh no, you're totally fine, Tibby. Like you're all good. It is wonderful to have you at any point. We're still hanging out. We still got a little bit of fun to have. So you are all good. What's the sauce? The base is mayonnaise, as any good sauce is. Then I add a Mexican chili oil that we got from a like farmer's market. They had a bunch of food trucks. It's very spicy, and then mustard to help balance it out. Just mixed really well. Not gonna lie, the reason why I asked if you were ending was because, aw, Lumbee, you're too nice. Well, thank you very much for leading the raid, and thank you, Tibby, for raiding. Guys, Tibby is an incredible artist who is just getting started with streaming. So go give them a follow. Love when all my friends support each other. That's what we're here for. All right, we're gonna switch back to the talk show. Moxie's having a lot of fun with the. You're good. Moxie's having a lot of fun with the camcorder. No, I was saying anyone who wants to buy a ticket to Western Canada, I will happily make you a sandwich. That is an open invitation. You come here, you earn yourself a sandwich. But that's okay. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for helping me reach this 200 goal and for making this so much fun. Oh man, Escalator to the Sea to send us out. A piece of music done by both Moxie Cat and myself. No, thank you for being such a cool person. All right, what do you say we find someone to raid? How does that sound? Thank you kindly. I feel like my voice is just about to give out, which is perfect timing. There's more people cooking. Interesting. But yes, thank you all so much. I'll be back live on Monday with the continuation of Shenmue 2. And yeah, you all have been wonderful, and I really appreciate you. With that, we're just about out of here. Maybe. Oh, okay, there it goes. Oh Lord, Shenmue. Oh yeah, we'll be back with Shenmue. All right, I'll see you all next week. Until then, remember to be your most authentic selves. And yeah, from all of us here at WPGN Studios to you, good night.